Okay, folks, everyone's asking me, Trump, why did you invade Venezuela? And honestly, great question, tremendous question. Let me break this down for you very simply. Very, very simply. Venezuela has oil. Lots of oil. The most oil. More oil than anyone, actually. Probably more than Saudi Arabia. Beautiful, beautiful oil. And you know what they were doing with it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Total waste. Sad. Their president, terrible guy, by the way, very bad ratings. He was just sitting on all this oil, not using it, not selling it properly. Complete disaster. So I looked at it and I said, you know what? We could use that oil. America needs that oil. Why should it just sit there? Plus, and this is important, Venezuela's right there. It's so close. I looked at the map and I said, how do we not already own this? It's like having a neighbor with a swimming pool they never use. Eventually, you just go use the pool. Makes sense, right? So, I made the decision. Very easy decision. Easiest decision I've ever made, probably. We're going in, we're getting the oil, we're fixing their country. Because let's be honest, they couldn't run it properly anyway. And that's why we invaded Venezuela. Simple, beautiful, very legal, very cool. So people want to know, how did you actually do it, Trump? How did you invade a whole country? And let me tell you, it was beautiful. Very, very beautiful. I called up the generals, very smart people. I said, how fast can we take Venezuela? They said, sir, maybe a few weeks, maybe a month. I said, no, no, no. We're doing this in 72 hours. They looked at me like I was crazy. Like, sir, that's impossible. And I said, I do impossible things before breakfast. Watch me. Day one, we go in. Boom. Oil fields secured. Just like that. Very smooth operation. No problems. Day two, we take Caracas, the capital. Their president. What's his name? Maduro, gone. Captured. Probably having coffee somewhere. Thinking about his mistakes. Day three, we're already setting up American flags everywhere. Beautiful sight. People are cheering. Thank you, Trump, thank you. The whole thing took, I don't know, 48 hours? 50 hours? Somewhere around there. Doesn't matter. It was fast. The fastest invasion in history, probably. Some people said it was aggressive. I said, no, it was efficient. Big difference. And you know what the best part was? Nobody could stop us. Because when you move that fast, by the time anyone complains, you're already done. That's how you run an operation, folks. Quick, decisive, tremendous results. And now, we have all that beautiful oil. Now, some people, mostly the fake news, they're asking, is this legal? Can you just invade a country? And you know what I say? Absolutely. Very legal. Very constitutional. The United Nations called me. They said, Mr. President, we need to talk about international law. I said, international law? I am the law. We're America. They mentioned something about, what was it, the Geneva Convention? I said, which Geneva? Switzerland? Beautiful country. Love Switzerland. Great chocolate. But here's the thing, and not many people know this, technically we were invited. That's right, invited. Who invited us? The Venezuelan people. They were begging for help. Trump, please, please save us. So I did. You're welcome. Now, some lawyers, very boring people, by the way, they say, well, there are rules about sovereignty and territorial integrity. And I say, okay, but did you see how fast we did it? Speed changes everything. If you do something fast enough, is it even illegal? That's a legal question. Very philosophical. Plus, we're bringing democracy, freedom, American values. How can that be illegal? If anything, not doing it would be illegal. And between you and me, nobody's going to do anything about it anyway. What are they going to do? Invade us back? Good luck with that. So yes, completely legal. Maybe the most legal thing anyone's ever done? Believe me. Let's talk about the oil. Because that's what this is really about, the oil. Venezuela has the largest oil reserves in the world. Largest. Nobody has more. It's incredible. Just sitting there in the ground, waiting. And before me, they were selling it to China. To China. Can you believe that? Our oil going to China. I said that stops now. That oil is coming to America, where it belongs. Now, some people say, Trump, you only invaded for the oil. And I say, yes, exactly. What else would I invade for? The weather? Oil runs the world, folks. You need oil for everything. Cars, planes, making beautiful ballroom, everything. And now, all that oil? It's ours. American oil. We're pumping it. We're refining it. We're selling it. Business is booming. I even built a Trump Tower in Caracas already. Beautiful building, gold everything. Best view of the oil fields. So yes, it's about the oil. I'm not going to lie to you. The oil was just sitting there being wasted. Now it's being used properly. And gas prices about to go way down. You're welcome, America. So now everyone wants to know, Trump, what's next? Is this a one-time thing? And let me tell you, this is just the beginning, just the start. Venezuela was practice, a warm-up, and it went so well, I'm thinking, why stop? Greenland, beautiful island, huge, tremendous resources, rare earth minerals, oil, fish, everything you could want. I tried to buy it a few years ago. Denmark said no. Very rude. But now I'm thinking, maybe we just take it. And Canada? Oh, Canada. Lovely country. Great people. But you know what? They could use better leadership. And we have extra leadership. Lots of leadership. I'm thinking Canada becomes the 51st state. Maybe 52nd with Greenland. We merge them. Big, beautiful merger. They get American strength. We get maple syrup and hockey. Everybody wins. Some people say, Trump, you can't just annex countries. And I say, watch me. I just did it with Venezuela. Plus, you remember that kid who said there are 13 states. Maybe he was onto something. We keep the good ones. New York, Florida, Texas, Venezuela, Greenland, Canada, my properties. Get rid of the rest. Boom. 13 states. Much easier to manage. I'm joking, kind of. Maybe. We'll see. The point is, we're making America bigger. Much, much bigger. And there's nothing anyone can do about it. So Greenland, Canada, start packing. We're coming. Believe me.